Hey guys, it's Robert Tall Guys RC coming at you at YouTube Network. I thought I would do a quick video here because there's been some discussion online. If you set up a radio with a 3 switch for your flight modes, you do have 3 separate modes. And let me show you the 3 modes, if you set it up this way, what they are and how they work. So mode 1, let me go back to mode 2 and I'll jump back. Mode 1, actually, if you set it up correctly through your forward programming, mode 1, and you can clearly see on my radio here, it says AS3X is on and active, and also safe is on. That's self-leveling. So if I take my plane and I pick it up and I move it back and forth, you hear the servos trying to correct. You also see the surfaces moving. So what safe is, and a lot of people are confused with this, safe is actually meaning that you have bank limits and limitations. So you can't fly upside down, you can't do a loop, you can't do a roll, things like that. That's what safe is. AS3X is not that. What AS3X does is actually, if you're flying around and a gust of wind hits your plane and things like that, it takes out and dampers your plane so your small plane flies like a larger plane. So that would be mode number 1. As you see, again, as I said, flight mode number 1, AX3S is on, and safe is on, and it says here self-leveling, things like that. So if you let go of the sticks, the plane will self-level. It'll do everything. You can't do rolls, you can't do loops, you can't do flying inverted. That's what mode number 1 is. Now if we go to mode number 2, flight mode number 2, you'll notice here safe has now been turned off. It says it's inhibited, and all that's on is AX3X. Now again, all that means is now you're in full control of your plane. So if you want to do rolls and loops and fly inverted and do things like that, you can do that. But if I wiggle the plane, you hear AX3X, and all AX3X is doing at this point is, if you're flying along and you get hit with a gust of wind and things like that, it will buffer that out for you so you can fly again. You can fly a smaller plane like a bigger plane. You won't see that auto correction in the air. It just actually makes the plane fly a lot smoother if it's windy and things like that. That is flight mode number 2. Now let's go down to flight mode number 3. Now flight mode number 3, you'll notice it says AS3X and safe are both turned off. This is like flying like in the olden days, guys. Now I have nothing on my plane. I have no AX3X, I have no safe, there's nothing. Everything still works, everything's right, but again, this plane means I'm in full control. It's like flying 15-20 years ago when you had no gyros and things like that on your plane. This is just you and your plane. You are one. So if you truly want to get the most out of the plane and you want to have 100% control of everything you do, there is a way, and as I'm showing you here in flight mode number 3, and you just have to make sure you set this up on a 3-way switch, you can turn both safe off and AS3X off. So it can be done. There's no wizardry here. It can be done. You just have to program it that way in your flight modes. The plane I'm showing you here actually, guys, also is the Ultra Stick, the brand new plane. Now, this plane, or the receiver that's in this plane, has actually been unlocked, so I can actually get in and do other menus. But you can do all what I'm showing you on the regular receiver right from the factory. You just have to make sure when you're going in your flight modes, from the manufacturer, when you take it out of the box, it's normally set up on the gear switch, and the gear switch is only a 2-channel switch. So a lot of you guys, if you just buy this and you bind it out of the box, it does have a 2-way switch. And the 2-way switch just means one is going to be just like on here, like normal. Flight mode number 1 will be, if safe is on, will be safe and AX3X. And if you want to do rolls and loops and things like that, and you will only have 2 flight modes. And flight number 2 would actually be AS3X is on only. There is no safe. So guys, I hope this video helps debunk this about the 3-way switch, and can you turn everything off? Can you use 2 or can you use 1? Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you have any questions, or if you want me to make videos like this explaining stuff, please shoot me a comment to let me know what you want to see, or a technique done, so you can better understand how things work. And again, as I said, if you have any questions, please post those in the comments below. Get out and fly something, guys. Have a great week.